welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we're looking at today is a 2011 BMW 328i sedan. This 3 Series sedan is painted in platinum bronze metallic. It does have comfort access or smart key for the front doors. The front door panels have storage, power windows, locks, and mirrors. This one has a beige interior with leatherette seat upholstery. Both front seats are fully powered with 4-way power lumbar support, and the driver's one also gets 2-person memory settings. Now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. It does have push-button ignition. One of BMW's most popular models is this, the 3 Series, competing in the compact luxury car segment alongside rivals like the Mercedes C-Class and Audi A4. Since its debut in the mid-70s, the 3 Series has amassed quite a legacy as both a popular small luxury car and a famous performance car in terms of its high-performance M3 variants. The 3 Series is now in its 7th generation. This 2011 represents the 5th generation of the 3 Series, collectively codenamed E90. It was made in 4-door sedan, 5-door wagon, 2-door coupe, and 2-door convertible body styles, respectively codenamed E90, E91, E92, and E93. Like other Chris Bangle-era BMWs from the 2000s, the E93 series was a drastic styling departure from the outgoing E46 generation. However, I do think these cars have actually aged quite well and are quite nice-looking vehicles. This generation of the 3 Series is notable for being the only generation where the M3 variant used a V8 engine. It was also the last generation where all the body styles were under the 3 Series name, as the generation that came afterwards saw the renaming of the coupe and convertible body styles to the 4 Series. The 5th generation 3 Series was produced in the US market as a whole from model years 2006 through 2013, but the E90 4-door sedan body style was only made for model years 2006 through 2011. In the US market, the 2011 3 Series in the 4-door sedan body style was offered in the following configurations: the base 328i with a naturally aspirated 3-liter straight-six engine, the 335i with a turbocharged 3-liter straight-six, the 335d with a twin-turbo diesel 3-liter straight-six, and last and most, the M3 with its high-revving 4-liter naturally aspirated V8. Available transmissions for the 328i included a 6-speed manual or this car's 6-speed automatic. Rear-wheel drive and X-Drive all-wheel drive were the drivetrain options. In the instrument cluster, we have 4 analog gauges, which are your speedometer, tachometer, fuel gauge, and MPG gauge. And there is also a digital info display, which can be gone through via these controls on the turn signal stalk. Now we can toggle between the range, average speed, average fuel economy. And then with the arrows, we can go through the different settings menus. The calendar, the clock, tire pressure monitoring, oil level, that kind of stuff. But it has a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped, multifunctional steering wheel, and has 4 controls. On this side, you have your audio controls along with your Bluetooth and voice command buttons. And on this side, you have your different entertainment source button right here, and your seat track. And then with this, you can activate the recirculation for the climate control. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. Trunk release, you have your headlight switch, fog lamps, climate vent for the driver. Right here is your high beam, turn signal, and information display stalk. And below it is your cruise control stalk Then on this side, you will find your wiper stock. Going down the center of the interior, your push button ignition, you have your hazard switch, along with your power door lock button and your dynamic traction control toggle button, your central climate vents, and right here is your AM/FM head unit with a CD player. It's kind of like an infotainment system, although it doesn't really have much of a screen, but has like a menu button. You can go through your different settings, that kind of stuff. But below that, you'll find your dual zone automatic climate controls. You have your different zones, air conditioning, defrosters, recirculation, fan speed, auto, temperature for either side, etc. And you also have the controls for your 3-stage heated front seats. With this button, you can raise or lower the rear sunshade. You have a little bit of storage just ahead of the shifter. No backup camera, but putting it in reverse will tilt down the side view mirrors. More storage right here. The parking brake is hand operated. And you have a center console with more storage, along with a 12-volt power outlet, an aux port, and a USB-A port. The glove box is lockable. Above the glove box, you have 2 cup holders. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Grab handles at all 4 corners. Auto-dimming rear view with a compass and garage home link. And on the overhead console, you have your roadside assistance, reading lights, and the power controls for your sunroof. It is one-touch automatic. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are fully automatic. This 328i rides on 17-inch V-spoke light alloy rims. Powering this 328i is BMW's N51 3-liter naturally aspirated inline-6 engine. It has a composite magnesium and aluminum block along with an aluminum head, dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, Valvetronic, and double Vanos. Horsepower is rated at 230 at 6,500 RPM, and torque is rated at 200 pound-feet at 2,750 RPM. The one in this video uses a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual shiftability, and this one is also a rear-wheel drive model. Running on premium unleaded with a 16.1-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates for this one are about 18 mpg in the city and 28 mpg on the highway. It has a double-pivot McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension. Stopping the car are 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes. do have sunshades on the back windows. And the back seats do fold. So first, as for backseat amenities in this 3 Series, of course grab handles with coat hooks, those nice rear sunshades. You've also got your own set of climate vents. Then you have a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders and a trunk pass-through. But as for space back here, I'm about 6'1" with the driver's seat in a pretty comfortable position for myself. The 3 Series is, again, a compact executive car, so don't expect it to have the most cavernous back seat. Legroom is just alright. My head's almost about to brush the roof. Footroom's okay, but it's a little bit cramped, but it's definitely not what I would call uncomfortable. It's definitely doable back here. Again, it is a 4-door sedan, and it is a lot more, I would imagine, spacious and comfortable than the 2-door coupe version. So it definitely has quite a bit of practicality. It is a luxury car after all. Dual exhausts. Trunk space in the 3 Series sedan is 12 cubic feet. The back seats can also be folded down to allow for more space. And to fold those back seats, just use these levers. And as seen earlier, the fuel cap is on the passenger side. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2011 BMW 3 Series. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.